Hi guys, so in this video we are going to do a data analysis on Netflix data. So let's start with renaming this file. So I'll give this file name as Netflix data analysis. Okay. Let me first start off with importing the necessary libraries. So the first library that I need is import pandas as PD. Then I need import numpy as np. Then I'll need import matplotlib dot pyplot as plt. The last one that I need is import cmon as ss. Let me explain to you the importance of each of the libraries. So pandas helps us to transform the data into rows and columns, which is called as data frame. So, working around, playing around with those data frames is basically pandas job. So pandas helps us with that. Then numpy helps us to do various mathematical operations on the data. Matplotlib helps us to plot the graphs, and cmon helps us to make those graphs beautiful. Okay. Now let's load the data. Okay, so after loading the data, we would be saving the data in a variable called as df. So let's load the data using pandas. Pandas has a function called read csv. So we will pass the value or the path of the file. So let me first copy the path of the file. I'll paste it over here. Now the problem with this path is that we've got backward slash, which won't work. So let's replace the backward slashes with forward slash. So let me do that and run it. Okay, cool. Now the data has got saved in df in the form of a data frame. So let's have a look how the data frame looks like. Okay, so this is what a data frame looks like. The data which was CSV data has been transformed into rows and columns. If you can see carefully, we have certain columns here: show ID, type, title, director, cast. Okay, now if you look at the data closely, we have certain NaN values. Okay, NaN means missing values. So we would want to, either drop these missing values or replace these missing values with something else. If I drop these missing values, the number of rows in the data will get drastically reduced, which is a problem. So what I'll do is I'll replace these missing values with a string called as unknown. So basically it will say that here it will say the director is unknown. So let me do that. Let me first count the unknown number of values. Okay. So in order to count the missing values. So there is a function called as is null, and I want the sum of all these values. Okay, so see, the director column has got 2634 missing values, cast has got 825, so on and so forth. Now what I want to do is I want to replace the values in the director column, the missing values in the director column, with a string called as unknown. So I'll do this for these three columns. Okay, let me do that. So df is where the entire data is stored. I am interested in the director column. So what I'll do is I'll just fetch the director column. In the director column, I want to fill the missing values with something called as unknown. And I want to do it at the same place, like in the same data frame. Okay. So just ignore this warning. This is done. I'll show it to you once it's done for all the three columns. Now I want to do the same for cast. I want to do the same for country. Okay. See, we have done this. Now let's check. Okay. Initially there were 2634 missing values for director, 825 for cast, 831 for country. Let's run this again. Let's run this again and see if those values have changed. Now it should be 0. Okay, see. Since we replaced the missing values with unknown, we have 0 number of missing values for director, cast and country. So we have cleaned data to some extent. Okay, so let's plot this data. Okay, so first thing that I want to plot here is I want to see what is the distribution of movies and TV shows, like how many number of movies we have and how many number of TV shows we have. In order to do that, what I'll do is sns.countplot. In the count plot, the data is going to be df, and I want to distribute it based on a column, uh, based on a column. Let's give this a title, plt.title, distribution of movies and TV shows. Okay, let me do plt.show. Cool. So we have this distribution, we have more than 6,000 movies and less than 2,000, like less than 3,000 TV shows. So the difference is huge. We have more number of movies and less number of TV shows. Okay. Now we've done one part of the plotting. Now let's analyze countries. Okay. So I want to figure out the top countries from which the content is coming in on Netflix. Okay. In order to do that, I first have to fetch the top countries. I need to fetch the top countries from countries column. Okay, so I will fetch country. From the countries column, I want the distinct values, like what are the countries we have. So there's a function called count values in order to do that. And I want the top countries, head. So now what we've done is, okay, I'm sorry. The function is value counts. The function is value counts. Okay. So now in the variable top countries, we have saved the top 10 countries from which the content is coming. Now let's plot it. Top countries. Okay. Top countries dot plot. Data is equal to dfy is equal to top countries. Or no, it's not required. What I'll do is, so this is a different kind of a thing. If I would have used sns.countplot, then we would have needed this. But here, since we are using the plot function, I'll just provide the kind of graph that I want. I want a bar graph. Okay. See. So the highest number is coming from US, then it's coming from India, then it is unknown. So if you remember, what we did was missing values, we gave a label as unknown, so that is unknown. So if we ignore the missing values, the next country from which the maximum number of content is coming in is UK. Okay. Now we're done with the countries. Let's now work with listed in. So listed in is basically genre. I want to figure out the top genres of the content that Netflix has. In order to do that, I'll have to, first fetch the genres. So why do I want to fetch the genres is because if you see this index 1, I have international shows, TV dramas. So for one show ID, it has been listed into multiple genres. So what I'll do is, out of these multiple genres, I'll just select the first one. Okay. In order to do that, what I'll do is I'll have a variable called as genres. In that variable, I first fetch the listed in column wherein the genres are listed in. In that, I want to split using the comma. See, after the comma, if you see, after the comma, I have different other genres. I just want the first genre in each one of them. So I split based on that and I explode the rest of them. I'll explode the rest of the genres. Okay. So now it has been stored. Now what I want to do is I want the top genres. So top genres is genres dot value counts. See, we use the same function here, value counts dot head 10. Now I want to plot this. Top genres dot plot kind is equal to bar. See. So the top genre is international movies, then we have dramas, comedies, action and adventure, so on and so forth. So see, the moral of the story is if I look at this data, in the tabular format, I won't have much knowledge. But if I look at the data using the graphs, I have a lot of insight. Okay. So this is what I wanted to show you using Python. Now let's create a dashboard of these similar graphs on Power BI. Thank you.